Good evening, you're now with me, Radzi Ahmad, for TVS Nightline. Here are the headlines for tonight. Sarawak Premier Dato' Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg launches two new initiatives, STI SANDBOX and SDRP, to drive the region's digital agenda. Sarawak partners with two local startups to spearhead the region's new approach to carbon capture and storage. And North Korea demolishes sections of key roads and railways that symbolically connected it to South Korea, escalating tensions between the two rivals. Sarawak Premier Dato' Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg earlier today launched the Sarawak Technology and Innovation Sandbox and the Sarawak Digital Residency Program (SDRP), two new initiatives to drive the region's digital agenda. According to Abang Johari, SDRP is a bold initiative aimed at attracting professionals, remote workers, foreign entrepreneurs, and investors to Sarawak.
The Sarawak Technology and Innovation Sandbox, developed in partnership with the National Technology and Innovation Sandbox, SDRP, Startup Borneo, and TVS, aim to facilitate our transition to knowledge-based economy. The STI Sandbox is expected to drive innovation in agri-tech, smart cities, and cultural industries, positioning Sarawak as a food security hub and supporting the post-COVID-19 Development Strategy 2030, aligning with Sarawak's commitment to balancing progress with sustainable innovation. Our first initiative under this program, the Rantau Sarawak, will open for application early next year in collaboration with Malaysian Digital Economy Corporation (MDEC), further solidifying Malaysia's status as a top destination for digital nomads in Southeast Asia.
Both initiatives, Abang Johari said, will strengthen Sarawak's commitment to fostering a vibrant, innovative and globally connected digital economy. Through close cooperation between the government, businesses and the community, Abang Johari expressed confidence that Sarawak can harness the potential of AI and digital technologies to drive sustainable growth and prosperity. Meanwhile, two local startups, Carbon GPT and EB Tech, have been selected as Sarawak's partners in the region's new approach to carbon capture, utilization and storage, or CCUS. Sarawak Premier Dato' Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg said that the collaboration with these local startups aims to undertake analytical tasks for carbon footprint calculations.
This initiative not only set a strong precedent for sustainability within the digital economy, but also inspires other events and industries to follow suit, enhancing Sarawak's reputation as a responsible and forward-thinking region.
He said that Sarawak has a unique opportunity to showcase its leadership in sustainability by practicing proactive environmental stewardship in line with the theme of IDEX 2024. Commenting on sustainable forest management and biodiversity conservation, Abang Johari said the Sarawak Forestry Corporation is using digital solutions to monitor forest health and illegal logging activities. More than 10 Memorandums of Understanding (MOU) and Memoranda of Agreement (MOA) were signed at the 2024 Sarawak International Digital Economy Conference (IDEX) earlier today, emphasizing strategic partnerships in the fields of digital transformation, sustainability and technological innovation in Sarawak. The signing ceremony was witnessed by Sarawak Premier Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Joritun Openg at the Borneo Convention Center, Kuching, BCCK. Among the MOUs signed were collaborations between the Sarawak Digital Economy Corporation (STEC) and Telekom Malaysia (TM), SDAC and WITSA, as well as SDAC with Santax and Angkasa X. In addition, SDAC also signed MOUs with Power Plants Australia, Kintone Southeast Asia Sendirian Berhad, as well as SDAC, Meranti, Tegas and Startup Borneo. Sarawak Energy Berhad (SEB) also signed a partnership agreement with Netrunner, along with a multi-party agreement involving Silicon Catalyst LLC, Siemens Electronic Design Automotive Private Limited, Cambridge Microelectronics Limited, The Hive Climate AI, and WeTech. Meanwhile, an MOA was signed between Santax, Huawei, Green Bay, and SolarVest to provide green hyperscale data center training facilities for talent development. Other signings at the conference included an MOU between Netrunner and ISO Group Berhad for the construction of a data center, as well as MOUs between Zcon Berhad, SDAC, and Santax, and between Zcon Berhad and Huawei Technologies Malaysia Sendirian Berhad. Sarawak Microelectronics Design (SMD) has signed 5 memorandums of understanding (MOUs) with international technology companies. SMD's Chief Executive Officer Shariman Jamil said the MOUs aim to build a framework for international cooperation in semiconductor technology development with a primary focus on artificial intelligence and new AI chip technology. The collaboration seeks to leverage the state's rich natural resources and includes efforts through STEM education and upskilling the local workforce.
So this is the first time that Sarawak will partner with international key players and to co-develop new AI chip technology. And we are also looking at how we can set up the facilities for advanced packaging for this kind of technology in the future.
He said this after the MOU signing ceremony held during IDEX 2024 at the Borneo Convention Center, Kuching, BCCK, earlier today. The partners include Silicon Catalyst, Siemens, Cambridge Microelectronics Limited, Hives AI, and WeTech. Back on TVS Nightline and on to world news. On Tuesday, North Korea demolished sections of key roads and railways that symbolically connected it to South Korea. According to Seoul's military, South Korea, in response, conducted a counter-fire operation. The action comes after North Korea last week declared its intention to permanently close its southern border, having spent months laying mines and constructing anti-tank barriers, after leader Kim Jong-un labeled South Korea as the North's principal enemy. State media reported that Pyongyang has also accused Seoul of using drones to drop anti-regime propaganda in the capital, prompting Kim to convene a security meeting to plan immediate military action. Meanwhile, South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff confirmed that parts of the Gyeonggui and Donghae roads located north of the military demarcation line had been destroyed, adding that these roads were once crucial links between the two countries. While there was no reported damage to South Korean forces, the military conducted counter-fire in areas south of the border. Later on Tuesday, the JCS revealed that sections of railway linking the north and south had also been blown up, although no further details were provided. While the infrastructure has been inactive for some time, analysts noted that its destruction signals North Korea's unwillingness to engage in negotiations. Experts believe this move reflects the North's broader military strategy under the dual-state system that it often references. The road detonations could also be preparatory steps for further border fortifications. Meanwhile, China, a traditional ally of North Korea, urged all parties to avoid escalating the situation, while the United States called on Pyongyang to choose dialogue and cease any actions that could heighten the risk of conflict. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on Wednesday ruled out ceding any of the country's territory to Russia, while presenting a long-awaited victory plan to Parliament. In a speech laying out his 5-point plan to MPs, Zelensky said the solution to end more than 2 years of war was not a frozen conflict and not a trade in Ukraine's territory or sovereignty. He also urged Western allies to extend an invitation to join NATO now, claiming that Moscow had been undermining European security because Kiev is not a member of the US-led defense alliance. Zelensky reiterated calls for the West to lift restrictions on Ukraine's use of long-range arms on military targets deep in Russian territory. In addition, he asked for help in equipping Ukraine's reserve brigades. Zelensky said Ukraine proposes to deploy a comprehensive non-nuclear strategic deterrence package on its territory that would be sufficient to protect Ukraine from any military threat from Russia. After the war, the president said he envisaged replacing certain military contingents of the U.S. Armed Forces stationed in Europe with Ukrainian units. In his speech, Zelensky also criticized China, Iran, and North Korea for supporting Russia, calling them a coalition of criminals. He said he would present the plan to European leaders at a summit this coming Thursday. Iran's top diplomat has warned United Nations Chief Antonio Guterres that Tehran is ready for a decisive and regretful response if Israel attacks his country in retaliation for a missile attack. The Islamic Republic fired about 200 missiles at Israel on October 1st in response for the killing of 2 of its closest allies, Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh and Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah, as well as an Iranian general. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, in a phone call with Guterres on Tuesday, appealed to the United Nations to use its resources to stop the crimes and aggressions of the Israeli regime and to send humanitarian aid to Lebanon and Gaza. Iran's top diplomat also spoke on the phone with his French counterpart Jean-Noël Barrot on Tuesday. In the call, Araghchi stressed the need to stop Israeli attacks on Lebanon, warned against any new adventures by its arch-foe in the region, and called for the removal of Israeli obstacles impeding the delivery of aid to displaced people. It followed a phone conversation on Sunday between the two countries' presidents, Emmanuel Macron and Masoud Pezeshkian. Over the past week, Araghchi had visited Lebanon, Syria, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Iraq, and Oman in an effort to ease tensions. Araghchi arrived in Jordan last Wednesday before traveling to Egypt and Turkey. The developments come against the backdrop of a war between Israel and Hamas that has been raging for more than a year and has expanded to include Lebanon in recent weeks. And those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Razi Ahmad. Thank you for watching and have a good night.